name is Tyrg Turupov. I had to survive the outbreak as I was back on the island of Sakhal, where the family cabin is. I used to study at the university on Chernobyl to become a marine biologist. Came to Sakhal, told myself living on the island where I spend my, hunting time, some summers, so many childhood memories. As a marine biologist, I decided to come back to work on Sakhal. I never minded the winter, but unfortunately when I came back, all hell broke loose. I had to leave my apartment in Geneva. Then I found a friend. I based up with him in the south. So many zombies. I haven't seen lots of human survivors. Seems like people have succumbed to the cold or the infected. I'll take anything I can find. Utilities, building materials, food. Although I'm pretty good for now. My parents are still, we're still on Chernobyl when all communication was cut. So now I'm just left wondering, did anyone I know survive? But I would think not. And I gave up. Now all I'm trying to do is survive. But that guy I'm teaming up with, he's trustworthy. He saved me more than once. He's looking out for me, and I'm looking out for him. And in this wretched world, we became brothers. And he and I now form a team. He had family too. And he was there for work as well. Actually, he was living in Vizolko. And unfortunately for him, he found the hard way that his relative had passed. I'm his family now. And he's my family now. We're in this together. Maybe at some point we find more survivors. But for now, we haven't been lucky. Saw a base in Visoko. Heard a few gunshots in there. I was never able to stumble upon someone. Those gunshots I heard, maybe they were just a desperate attempt to survive. And maybe that person I was longing to find went to die in the woods. It's a tough world out there. I remember when you used to be coming to the cabin in the fall or in the summer. I remember my friends calling me crazy that I liked to come on Sakhal with my dad to hunt while their family would all go to Livonia and get some well-deserved warmth. But I never cared for it. I've always liked this place better. I had a girlfriend before all hell broke loose. A few months prior, we had decided not to continue together. It was a hard decision to take, because for a short while I loved her very much, but it was not to be. Shit. All right. I'm going to make some noise. I'm gonna buy peace. So let's fill that up. I see another one in the distance. I will never get used to this world. Well, you know, at some point you have no choice if you want to survive. But this world will have its way with all of us. All the people I knew, all the people I've met, all dead. They say these guys running around are infected. Before the apocalypse, I used to love zombie movies. Honest to God. I still miss the old world. I remember speculating, you know, talking with buddies at work, like cafeteria conversations, like, hey, what would you do if there was a zombie apocalypse, you know, blah, blah, blah. And we're all always sharing a laugh, you know, going, zombie apocalypses don't happen, this is not real life, blah, blah. And then look at this. The nightmare actually happened. And except for my friend, I couldn't find anybody. Ah, this desolate world. It will get us. If anyone has a camera watching this right now, this is not a story of success and survival. It is a story of heartbreak and death at every corner. These infected who have nothing in their brains, nothing in their souls. I remember when this apocalypse started, I saw a few people manifesting in the street, you know, picketing, screaming slogans like, "The infected are not dead, the infected are not dead," you know, or whatever they would say. Dead or not. These infected bring death. So technically, while they might not be dead, still think they can be trusted. And they never will be able to. Alright, let's set up this torch. So I can heat up a bit. Next time I see clothing, I'll make racks out of them. Looks like the torch ain't working. So this is the little town of Jusno. I think I'm gonna make a fire there. I remember coming here a few times before the apocalypse. Shouldn't have gotten rid of my sticks that I had prior, because I thought the torch would be sufficient for my needs, but unfortunately it wasn't. So gonna try and go get some more sticks. Alright. I don't really mind the openness, as long as I get warm and I get a buff or two. Now I have 8 sticks in there. I'll keep the torch in my hand, or you know what, I'll set it on the ground. I'll drink the water bottles. I'm gonna make silencers out of these. And although the heavier weapons still make a lot of noise with a silencer, rather put all the chances on our side and be heard in the least way possible. Let's have some reindeer and make sure we stay well fed. We're about to get our first buff. Setting the map back where it belongs. And you know what? Let's see if I have any damaged clothing or anything. If not, I think I will dismiss the tape that is half used. Yep. Because I have another roll which is full, so I'm not gonna become crazy over this. I don't really mind coming here, as I said, despite the openness. So this is Josno. If you see on the tourist map, right there, and to the southeast here is the town of Aniva, where Tyrg, my character, used to study, well, to work as a marine biologist before all hell broke loose. So this is Josno. Takes a long time to get that buff. There it is, I had to say it, I guess. Gonna put the food in my pants and use it to heat myself up. So gonna help me stay a bit warm a little faster. And the longer you leave it like red squared, the longer it's gonna stay. So like don't put it in your pants as soon as it's red, or else it's gonna become like orange very fast again, and you're not gonna benefit from the heat as much. I'm gonna wait for that third plus. Now I can get moving. So just leaving roleplay here for a second. This I'm not gonna name this server, but it's a whitelisted PvE server, which is a little bit hardcore. So even though there's not a lot of people on the server, you're often gonna stumble upon empty houses. Like the bullet stacks are not really generous. It seems like it's a little bit tweaked as if it was a bit harder version of official. Of course, it's PvE, so it's not crazy dangerous. At least when it comes to when it comes to players. So basically, since I'm still early, In this playthrough, me and my bud are looking for pretty much utilities, as I said earlier. Everything that has repairing purposes, like, you know, gun cleaning kits, sewing kits, leather sewing kits. I'm gonna keep tape once in a while because I like the versatility. A boonie hat with a jig. I kept the jig because so good. Even if I get like a normal, like a rod with a long stick, still gonna get like I think 66% of the maximum meat on my fish, which is already very nutritious as it is. Oh shit. What's that? Sporter? Keeping the bullets for the Mark II I have back at base. So I have to replenish that somewhat. My stash of 22. Let's look it up again. So basically, we're on the main road. There is no clinic or police station in here. So basically, I'm just there for a very normal loot. Try and get that one from behind. Oh yeah. Well, that does not help when they turn to face me now, does it? There's another one right there. Hope I get my chance this time. I think I will. And boom. They had warm food on them. So now the two doors of this big building are closed. So now all I'm gonna do is I guess I'm gonna be looking for any sort of loot that is here. Sometimes there is food to be gotten in these big buildings. I think I did find weapons too, you know, like an IJ or stuff like that. So never know. These big houses are not without their use. They also have a few fireplaces in there. Small ones and big ones, so like you have just pick your choice and you use whichever you want. So here's a denim skirt here. There you go. Ooh, that machete has seen a lot of laugh. You see now, I'm getting enough rags to do a quick fire that might just keep me a little bit warm when I get colder. But it's not gonna be significant, but you know. Big blizzard outside. Of course, I'm not gonna find any wood here, so if I don't go back out, I want to start a fire now. It's gonna be a fire exclusively made from rags. You know what? I think this is gonna be a nice place to take a break for me. So that was another part of Tyrg Turupov's life. Thanks for hanging around, guys. So next time we meet up, I'll be logging in Jasno again, a silent session or a talking one. See you later.